God says, urgent, open now. Tomorrow will be too late. Listen closely, because this is not something to delay or push aside, and your heart already feels the weight of these words pressing gently yet firmly upon your spirit. I am speaking to you in this very moment, because something important is unfolding around you, and if you turn away now, you may miss a blessing that was prepared with your name long before you ever felt lost or uncertain. This urgency is not meant to frighten you, but to awaken you to a truth that has been quietly calling your name, waiting for you to open your heart before time shifts and the opportunity passes by. What I am saying is simple and clear, yet it carries a depth that reaches into every part of your life, because tomorrow is not promised in the way you assume, and what is meant for you must be received now while your spirit is open and willing. Type Amen if you trust God. You have felt something stirring within you, something that you could not fully explain, like a whisper that keeps returning no matter how much you try to ignore it. That whisper is not random, and it is not your imagination, because it is my voice reaching through the noise of your thoughts and the distractions of your world. I am telling you to open now, because there is a door in front of you that cannot remain open forever, and the longer you hesitate, the more you risk stepping away from what was meant to transform your life in ways you have been praying for without even realizing it. There is a timing to everything I do, and this moment carries a special weight that your soul already recognizes, even if your mind still struggles to understand it fully. You are not here by accident, and you are not hearing these words by coincidence, because I have guided you to this very point with intention and care. Every struggle you have faced, every tear you have shed in silence, and every moment when you felt unseen has been leading you toward this exact place where I can speak directly into your life. I am not distant from you, and I have never turned away from your pain, even when you believed that your voice was not being heard. This urgency comes from love, not from pressure, because I desire to lift you out of the weight you have been carrying and place you into a season of clarity, peace, and quiet strength. Type 777 to claim miracles. There is something I am ready to release into your life, something that has been waiting for your acceptance, and it cannot be forced upon you because your heart must be open to receive it. When I say open now, I am calling you to let go of hesitation, doubt, and fear that have been standing like walls between you and the breakthrough you have been longing for. You have spent so much time trying to figure everything out on your own, carrying burdens that were never meant to stay on your shoulders for this long. I see your effort, and I see your desire to move forward. But there is a point where you must stop holding on so tightly and allow my presence to guide you with a gentleness that brings true peace. If this is touching your heart right now, take a moment to like this video as a quiet act of faith, because even the smallest step toward me opens a pathway for greater blessings to flow into your life. Tomorrow will be too late in the sense that the moment of readiness you feel now may not remain the same, and the clarity you are receiving today could fade if you choose to ignore it. Life has a way of pulling your attention in many directions, filling your mind with noise that drowns out the still and gentle voice that is speaking truth into your soul. That is why I am calling you now, not later, not when everything feels perfect, but in this exact moment, when your heart is being stirred and your spirit is listening more closely than usual. This is where transformation begins, not in grand dramatic changes, but in a quiet decision to trust what you feel deep within. You are chosen, even when you feel ordinary, and you are protected, even when your surroundings seem uncertain and unstable. I have placed a covering over your life that you cannot always see, but it has been there in every moment when you thought you would fall apart and somehow found the strength to keep moving forward. That strength did not come from nowhere, and it was not something you created alone, because I was there, holding you up when your own energy was fading. Now I am asking you to recognize that presence and to step into a deeper connection with it, because there is more waiting for you than what you have experienced so far. Open now means to release the past that keeps pulling you backward and to step into the present where your healing can truly begin. You have held on to pain, to regret, and to memories that have shaped your thoughts in ways that no longer serve your growth or your peace. I understand why you held on, and I do not condemn you for it, but I am gently guiding you to loosen your grip so that your hands can receive something new. What I have for you is not bound by what has already happened, and it is not limited by the mistakes you believe define you. There is a peace that surpasses what you have known, and it is not found in external circumstances, but in a quiet assurance that you are not walking alone. When you open your heart to me, even in the smallest way, you create space for that peace to enter and settle within you. It does not rush in forcefully, but it grows steadily, bringing calm into places that once felt chaotic and uncertain. This is the beginning of something real and lasting, something that cannot be taken away by temporary challenges or shifting situations. Why do some 80-year-olds still remember names and conversations clearly, while younger people struggle with brain fog? Researchers claim a simple 7-minute audio paired with a 7-second ritual can reactivate a hidden brainwave linked to mental performance. Thousands say they now experience sharper memory, heightened mental energy, faster thinking and learning every day. Click the link in the comments below before it's deleted forever. Tommorow will carry its own concerns, and it will ask for your attention in ways that may pull you away from this clarity you are feeling right now. That is why I am urging you to respond in this moment, to acknowledge what is being placed before you, and to accept it with a willingness that opens the door to transformation. You do not need to have everything figured out, and you do not need to understand every detail, because trust is not built on complete knowledge, but on a deep inner knowing that you are being guided towards something good. This urgency does not fade as time passes, because it is tied to a divine timing that has been prepared carefully, patiently, and with love that has never left your side. I am calling you to remain present, to stay open, and to let this truth settle within you so that it can begin shaping your path in ways you have long desired. There have been moments when you felt delayed, as if life kept moving while you stood still, watching opportunities pass by without understanding why they were not meant for you. Those moments were not wasted, and they were not signs of rejection, because I was working behind the scenes, aligning things that you could not yet see or comprehend. You have been protected from paths that would have drained you, from connections that would have harmed you, and from decisions that would have led you away from your purpose. What felt like loss was often protection, and what felt like silence was preparation for a greater clarity that is now beginning to unfold. Type 1010 to affirm. When I say open now, I'm asking you to trust that the season you are stepping into is different from what you have known before. This is not a repetition of past cycles, and it is not another test designed to leave you feeling exhausted or confused. This is a moment of alignment, where your willingness to listen meets my readiness to guide, creating a space where change can begin without resistance. You have carried doubt for so long that it became familiar, almost comfortable in a way that kept you from expecting something better. Now, I am gently removing that weight, replacing it with a quiet confidence that grows stronger each time you choose to believe. You do not need to rush or force anything, because what is meant for you will not require struggle in the way you have experienced before. There is a difference between effort and struggle, and I am guiding you toward a path where your effort is met with grace rather than resistance. You will still move forward, you will still grow, and you will still face moments that ask for courage, but you will not feel alone or unsupported in the way you once did. My presence will become more real to you, not as a distant idea, but as a steady source of strength that you can rely on in every situation. There are doors that are opening quietly, without noise or announcement, and they may not look dramatic from the outside, but they carry within them the answers you have been seeking. These doors require your attention and your willingness to step through them, even if they seem simple or small at first. Do not overlook what appears ordinary, because I often place the greatest blessings within moments that seem gentle and unassuming. When you open your heart now, you become aware of these opportunities in a way that you could not before, and you begin to move toward them with clarity instead of confusion. You have been searching for a sign, something that confirms that you are not alone and that your life is moving in the right direction. This is that sign, not because of the words alone, but because of the feeling that is rising within you as you read them. That feeling is my presence reaching you, reminding you that you are seen, known, and deeply cared for in ways that go beyond what your eyes can perceive. I am not distant from your reality, and I am not unaware of your struggles, because I have been walking with you through every step, even when you believed you were moving on your own. Type 555 if you trust in Jesus. There is a release happening within you, even now, as you allow these words to settle into your spirit. You may not notice it immediately, but something is shifting, something is softening, and something is opening that has been closed for a long time. This is not forced, and it is not rushed, because true transformation moves with a quiet power that does not need to announce itself loudly. It simply begins, and then it continues, growing stronger with each moment you choose to remain open and receptive. Tomorrow will bring its own demands, its own distractions, and its own noise that tries to pull your focus away from what you are receiving right now. That is why I continue to remind you that this moment matters, that this is where your decision begins to take shape, and that your response now carries more weight than you may realize. You are not being asked to do something complicated or overwhelming, but simply to acknowledge what is being placed before you and to accept it with trust. This is the beginning of a new direction, one that is guided by clarity instead of confusion, and by peace instead of constant worry. You have been stronger than you give yourself credit for, and you have endured more than many people around you could fully understand. That strength did not come from nowhere, and it was not an accident, because I have been building it within you step by step. Every challenge you faced added something to your spirit, something that is now preparing you for what is ahead. You are not weak, and you are not unprepared, even if you sometimes feel uncertain about your path. Could Tesla's forgotten brain hack be the secret behind this exploding neurowave phenomenon? A top NASA scientist reportedly uncovered a strange 7-second brain ritual that activates a powerful mental frequency already hidden inside your brain. Combined with a 7-minute sound wave, this method is helping people experience sharper memory, heightened mental energy, faster thinking, and learning naturally. Click the link in the comments below to access it before it's deleted forever. Open now also means to release the fear that has been holding you back from fully trusting what is ahead. Fear has a way of convincing you that staying where you are is safer than moving forward, even when your current place feels uncomfortable and limiting. I am guiding you out of that mindset, gently showing you that growth requires movement and that movement requires trust. You do not need to have every answer before you take a step, because I will meet you in that step and guide you forward from there. There is a peace that I am placing within you, a peace that does not depend on external circumstances or temporary outcomes. This peace grows from your connection with me, from your willingness to open your heart and allow my presence to settle within you. It will not remove every challenge, but it will change the way you experience them, bringing calm where there was once anxiety and bringing clarity where there was once confusion. This is a gift, and it is available to you right now, not later, not when everything feels perfect, but in this very moment. You are moving into a season where you will begin to see the results of what has been building within you for so long. This is not a sudden change that happens overnight, but a steady unfolding that reveals itself as you continue to trust and remain open. Each step you take will lead to another, and each moment of trust will strengthen your connection with me. You will begin to notice small changes, small confirmations, and small signs that remind you that you are on the right path. I am with you, guiding you, protecting you, and preparing you for what is ahead, and I am not leaving your side. This urgency is not meant to overwhelm you, but to remind you that what is before you is valuable and worth your attention. You are not alone in this, and you are not expected to carry everything by yourself. I am here, and I am inviting you to walk with me in a way that brings peace, strength, and a deeper sense of purpose than you have known before. You may not yet see the full picture, but that does not mean nothing is happening, because much of what I do begins beneath the surface before it ever becomes visible to your eyes. This is how transformation grows, not all at once, but step by step, layer by layer, until what once felt distant becomes your reality. You have spent so much of your life trying to make sense of things that did not go the way you expected, holding on to questions that never seemed to receive clear answers. Those unanswered moments created a weight within you, a quiet confusion that made it harder to trust the path ahead. I have seen every one of those moments, and none of them were meaningless, even if they felt that way at the time. They were shaping you, strengthening you, and preparing your heart to recognize this moment where clarity begins to replace uncertainty. Type 222 to receive blessings. There is a shift taking place inside you, and it is gentle, yet it is powerful enough to change the direction of your life, if you allow it to continue. You may feel it as a calmness that settles where there was once restlessness, or as a sense of quiet assurance that you are being guided even when you cannot see the next step clearly. This is my presence becoming more real to you, not as something distant or unreachable, but as something close, steady, and deeply connected to your everyday life. I am not only present in your moments of prayer or reflection, but in every step you take, every decision you face, and every thought that passes through your mind. Open now means to trust what you feel in this moment, more than the doubts that have been echoing in your thoughts for so long. Doubt has tried to convince you that you are not ready, that you are not worthy, or that you have missed your chance, but those thoughts do not come from me. I am reminding you that you are exactly where you need to be for this moment to happen, and that nothing you have experienced has disqualified you from receiving what I have prepared. You are not behind, and you are not forgotten, because I do not lose track of those I love and guide. There is a reason why this message feels different from the many things you have heard before, and it is because it is meeting you at a time when your heart is more open than it has been in a long while. You have reached a point where you are ready to let go of certain things, even if you have not fully admitted it to yourself yet. That readiness is what allows this moment to have meaning, because without it, these words would pass by without leaving any lasting impact. Now they are settling within you, beginning to reshape the way you see yourself and the way you see what lies ahead. Type 1515 to affirm. You have been carrying a quiet hope within you, something that never fully disappeared even during your hardest moments. That hope was placed there by me, and it has remained because it is connected to what I have planned for your life. It may have felt small at times, almost hidden beneath layers of disappointment or exhaustion, but it never left you completely. Now it is being brought forward again, strengthened by the awareness that something new is beginning to take shape. Tomorrow will still come, but the version of you that steps into it can be different depending on what you choose in this moment. If you open your heart now, if you accept what is being offered to you, you will carry a new sense of peace and direction with you into the days ahead. That does not mean everything will suddenly become easy, but it does mean you will no longer feel lost in the same way. You will begin to recognize my guidance more clearly, and you will move with a confidence that is rooted in trust rather than fear. What is the real reason thousands of people are suddenly talking about this super brain wave activation? A leaked neuroscience discovery suggests a tiny hidden part of your brain may hold extraordinary mental potential. This Safe 7-second ritual and powerful 7-minute neurowave audio is helping thousands improve sharper memory, heightened mental energy, faster thinking and learning. Users also report that it helped them escape brain fog and mental exhaustion. Click the link in the comments below now before it disappears. There are things that you have been holding onto that no longer serve your growth, and I am gently asking you to release them. This may include thoughts that limit you, memories that keep you tied to pain, or expectations that have not aligned with what is truly meant for you. Letting go is not always easy, and I understand that, but it creates space for something better to enter your life. What I have for you cannot fully settle within you if your heart is still filled with what belongs to the past. You are not alone in this process, and you are not expected to do everything perfectly, because I am guiding you every step of the way. Even when you feel unsure, even when you take a step that feels small or hesitant, I am there, supporting you and helping you move forward. This is a journey, not a single moment, and it will continue to unfold as you remain open and willing to trust what you cannot yet fully see. There is a light within you that has not been extinguished, no matter how many challenges you have faced or how many times you felt discouraged. That light comes from me, and it is part of who you are, even when it feels dim or distant. Now it is being strengthened again, becoming brighter as you open your heart and allow my presence to fill the spaces that once felt empty. This light will guide you, not only for yourself, but for others who will see something in you that reminds them of hope and possibility. Open now also means to accept that you are worthy of the peace, the joy, and the purpose that I am placing before you. You do not need to earn it through perfection, and you do not need to prove yourself worthy through struggle, because my love for you is not based on those things. It is constant, steady, and unchanging, and it is being offered to you freely in this moment. All you need to do is receive it, to allow it to settle within you, and to let it guide the way you move forward. You are not meant to leave this feeling behind as something temporary, but to carry it forward as a foundation for the next steps you will take. This is how transformation continues, not through one sudden event, but through a steady unfolding that grows stronger each time you choose to remain open. There have been times when you felt like you were standing still, while everything around you kept moving, and that feeling created a quiet frustration that you carried without always showing it to others. You wondered if something was wrong, if you were missing something that others seemed to understand more easily. Nothing was wrong with you, and you were not being left behind, because your journey has always been guided with a timing that is different but deeply intentional. I have been shaping your path in a way that prepares you for something that requires strength, patience, and a deeper understanding than you realized you were developing. Type 333 to receive strength. The urgency you feel is not pressure meant to overwhelm you, but a gentle call that is asking for your attention while your heart is ready to listen. There are moments in life when your spirit becomes more open than usual, when the walls you have built begin to soften, and this is one of those moments. If you allow it to pass without responding, those walls may rise again, and the clarity you feel now could become distant once more. That is why I am speaking with such care and persistence, because I want you to recognize the value of what is happening within you right now. Open now means to trust that what you are feeling is real and meaningful, even if it does not come with immediate answers or visible changes. You have often relied on what you can see and measure, but I am guiding you into a place where you begin to trust what you feel deep within your spirit. This kind of trust grows slowly, but once it takes root, it becomes stronger than any external uncertainty. It allows you to move forward without needing constant reassurance, because you carry a quiet knowing that you are being guided. You have not always trusted yourself, and there were reasons for that, because life has placed experiences before you that made you question your own instincts and your own sense of direction. I understand those experiences, and I do not dismiss the impact they have had on you. Now I am restoring something within you, something that was never truly lost, but became hidden beneath layers of doubt and hesitation. You are learning to listen again, not to the noise around you, but to the stillness within you, where my voice is gently guiding you. Type 888 to claim abundance. There is a path unfolding before you, and it is not one that requires you to force your way through obstacles in the way you have done before. This path is guided, and it responds to your openness rather than your struggle. When you move with trust, you will notice that certain things begin to align more naturally, and what once felt difficult begins to feel more manageable. This does not mean challenges will disappear completely, but it means you will face them with a strength and clarity that changes how you experience them. You are being called to release control in areas where holding on has only created tension and exhaustion. Control has given you a sense of safety at times, but it has also limited your ability to receive what is meant for you. When you open your hands and allow me to guide what you cannot control, you create space for something better to enter your life. This is not about losing direction, but about gaining a deeper guidance that leads you in ways you could not have planned on your own. Could a simple 7-minute sound wave unlock hidden brain abilities you never knew you had? Researchers claim this special neurowave may stimulate a dormant mental frequency linked to focus, intelligence, and memory. Thousands now use this short daily ritual to overcome brain fog while improving sharper memory, heightened mental energy, faster thinking and learning. Click the link in the comments below before it gets removed forever. There is a peace settling within you that may feel unfamiliar, especially if you have been used to carrying worry or overthinking every situation. This peace is not something you need to chase or create, because it is something I am placing within you as you remain open. It will grow stronger as you continue to trust, and it will begin to influence the way you think, the way you speak, and the way you respond to what happens around you. This is how your life begins to change from within, not through external force, but through an inner transformation that shapes everything else. Tomorrow will still bring its own challenges, but you will not face them in the same way if you continue to carry this openness with you. You will begin to notice that your reactions are different, that you are less overwhelmed, and that you are more grounded in a sense of calm that does not depend on circumstances. This is the result of you opening your heart now, of you choosing to receive what is being offered to you in this moment. It is a decision that may seem simple, but it carries a depth that unfolds over time. You are not meant to walk through life feeling uncertain about your worth or your place in this world. I have created you with intention, and there is a purpose within you that is waiting to be expressed in ways that bring light not only to your own life, but to others around you. You do not need to compare yourself to anyone else, and you do not need to measure your progress against what you see in others. Your path is unique, and it is being guided in a way that reflects who you are and what you are meant to become. Open now also means to accept that you are being supported, even when you cannot see all the ways that support is present in your life. There are moments when help comes quietly, through unexpected opportunities, through people who appear at the right time, or through a sudden clarity that guides your decisions. These are not random events, but part of the guidance that is always surrounding you. As you remain open, you will begin to recognize these moments more clearly, and they will strengthen your trust in the path you are walking. This is a continuation of something that has already begun within you, and it will keep growing as long as you stay connected to this openness. You do not need to rush ahead or try to force results, because everything will unfold in the right time as you continue to trust and move forward. I am with you in every step, guiding you, protecting you, and leading you toward a life that carries more peace, more clarity, and more purpose than you have known before. There were times when you believed that your life would always feel as heavy as it once did, and that the cycles you experienced would continue without change. That belief was shaped by repeated moments that seemed to confirm it, creating a pattern that felt difficult to break. I have been working quietly to bring you out of that pattern, even when it did not seem like anything was changing. Now you are beginning to step outside of it, not through force, but through awareness that shifts the way you see your path and your place within it. Type 999 to release the past. Open now means to allow this new awareness to guide you, even if it feels unfamiliar at first. You have grown used to certain ways of thinking and responding, and stepping into something different can feel uncertain. That uncertainty is not a sign that something is wrong, but a sign that you are moving beyond what has been familiar and into something that holds greater potential. I am guiding you gently, not pushing you beyond what you can handle, but leading you at a pace that allows your understanding to grow naturally. You have often tried to prepare yourself for everything that might happen, thinking that if you could anticipate every outcome, you would feel more secure. That approach has left you feeling tired at times because it required you to carry more than you were meant to carry. I am inviting you to release that burden and to trust that you do not need to see every detail before you move forward. When you open your heart now, you allow me to guide the parts you cannot control, bringing a sense of ease where there was once tension. There is a strength within you that is becoming more visible, not through loud displays or dramatic changes, but through a quiet resilience that grows with each moment you choose to trust. You may not always recognize it immediately, but it is there, shaping the way you respond to situations and the way you carry yourself through your daily life. This strength is not something you need to prove to anyone. because it is rooted in your connection with me and in your willingness to remain open to what I am doing within you. Type 1111 to align with God. Tomorrow will come, but it will not hold the same weight over you if you continue to walk in this openness. You will begin to notice that your thoughts are less scattered, that your focus becomes clearer, and that your sense of direction feels more grounded. This is not because everything around you has changed, but because something within you has shifted in a way that influences how you experience everything else. That is the power of opening your heart now, of choosing to receive what is being given to you in this moment. You are being led into a deeper understanding of yourself, one that is not defined by past mistakes or by the limitations you once believed about your life. There is more within you than you have allowed yourself to see, and I am bringing that forward gently, allowing you to discover it step by step. This is not a sudden revelation that happens all at once, but a gradual unfolding that becomes clearer as you continue to trust and remain open. What if the real reason you feel mentally tired has nothing to do with age at all? A newly revealed neurowave technique claims to reactivate a hidden superbrain wave already inside your mind. Thousands report sharper memory, heightened mental energy, faster thinking and learning after listening for just 7 minutes a day. Some even say their brain fog started fading from the very first session. Click the link in the comments below before this disappears forever. There are opportunities that will begin to appear in your life, and they may not always look the way you expect. Some will come quietly, without announcement, and they will require your attention and your willingness to act.